I'm on the Wipotec stand and I'm joined by Nigel Banfield. Nigel, tell us a little bit about the company.
Yes, we are Wipotec OCS. We are a German company selling inspection equipment throughout the world. Our factory and all of our facilities are in Germany, but we are the UK sales and service facility. Primarily we are selling check weighing, X-ray, metal detection and serialization equipment. Anything to do with inspection on food and pharmaceuticals. And our stand here today is really split into two areas. One is on food to my left and pharmaceuticals to our right.
Excellent, okay. I know we wanted to focus a little bit on the machines along the back, so let's take a walk over now and we can have a look first. So this is your serialization machine, yeah?
So serialization is one of the hot subjects within the UK and European market, and a lot of pharmaceutical companies have to implement serialization, which is has to be implemented by early 2019. So there's a lot of focus from all of our pharma customers to implement this solution, which is, like I say, it's called serialization, and it's to do with security of pharmaceutical products through the pharma industry.
So absolutely vital that the machine gets it right.
Every pharmaceutical company has to have this, and really this is tracing your products you're taking for if you have any ailments or illnesses, and ensuring that you have a secure quality product and it's not been manufactured in some factory in wherever in the world.
So absolutely making sure that you've got safety and reassurance when you're using medicines, which is so important.
Exactly right. So we have a delegated act which was launched just over a year ago by the EU, and every pharma company has to apply the delegated act to their products. So it's been an ongoing process, but it's a lot of expense and time and effort each one has to put in.
Yeah.
Us as a machine builder, we have built this specifically for our pharma customers.
To make the job easier, I would imagine.
The whole thing here is to do with, we've developed it in such a way to make it as simple as possible for the operators to operate, because you don't want something very, very complicated, and this is a simple solution for, like I say, pharma industry.
Excellent. Well, I know you've got another machine over here which is to do with detection part of the process, which again is another massively important area, isn't it?
So what we have here is on this side, like I say, that was pharmaceuticals, this is food industry. So from the food industry, contamination is an issue. So we have our own X-ray systems. So we have one here which is doing things like ready meals, but it could be used for a lot of other applications as well. This one behind me is more for a bulk flow. So this is, you can see here, we are actually processing in the bin coffee beans. So we are inspecting coffee beans as a demonstration. Now, one of the issues with coffee is when they are harvesting coffee, they can collect things like stone within. So obviously you don't want to be putting your coffee beans in a grinder and have stones in there. It's not very nice. So with X-ray, we're able to detect this type of contamination.
Incredible. So it will go through your entire batch and it will be able to see anything that's wrong and take that out of the flow. Exactly.
So what we can do here with this X-ray machine, we can find contaminants like stone. Okay, not necessarily, but bone could actually, if there's let's say there's a mouse in a field, and so you could end up finding even small skeletons in there. And it's very surprising what you do find. An example we've had in the past is a crisp manufacturer's gone and found sliced golf balls because they've taken the potatoes out the field next to a golf course. And they've sliced the golf balls up and found them as a contaminant. An X-ray machine will find this.
You're making me very glad that X-ray machines exist in food processing.
Right, and it's not only the safety of the customer, but obviously is brand protection and everything. So if you go and buy a bag of crisps, you don't want to open it up and find some strange things in there.
Absolutely, and for manufacturers it's so important because if somebody does find something, it can put them off from a brand for life, can't it?
Exactly right. We do use X-ray in other areas as well. For instance, if you buy a set of components, you can actually X-ray inside of it without taking it apart and look for a missing component. It could be a small spring, it could be anything inside of it. So we're not only looking for problems, but we're also trying to help the assembly process as well.
What fascinating stuff. Thank you so much for taking the time to show us around some of your machinery. Do pop down to Wipotec to find out more from Nigel and the team.